Welcome back to Seriously Speaking. So we wanted to pick up on this point about it's young women or women in general that encourage, men to do all of these things. So I wanted to ask, there's this question. First of all, I always say, who are these women?
Are they women like you?
Are they women like me? I don't think so. In fact, I doubt it. But the point really is that the point. Thank you.
Women like her. Is it toasty or
But there's something I always try to say to women, about this whole thing of, yes, you want a rich man, blah, blah, blah. And it goes back again to that lack of opportunity. Because our society, first of all, we believe that only rich men and women get respect. And as a woman, there are even less opportunities for you because men basically corner a lot of things in society. The only way you feel you can get ahead is by attaching yourself to a rich man. I hear that, fine. But we never think of the fact that, what if one day, so EFCC comes knocking at your door and that man is gone, you are alone with your 3-4 kids, what happens to you? What skill, what do you know about life? What are you able to do on your own?
Because Yahoo
will finish one day.
Or the corruption
or whatever it is that person was doing.
I'll let you jump.
That situation is not forever because there are other people also competing to access,
Only rich men and women get respect.
Yes.
True?
To a large extent. Very true.
Don't you get respected for your job? The talents that you've...
Well, so even in my field...
His mouth is shaking.
Even in my field, there are levels to the talent. So I'll go somewhere and they'll show me respect because they know that, I work on certain shows that of high quality. I'll go somewhere else where there are people who are higher than I am and nobody is looking at you. So it's always going to be like that. It's who has more that gets more respect. It's always going to be like that.
And I guess more women
To be honest with you, the women have a very huge part to play. A woman holds a man's attention way easier than any other thing can. It's easy for a woman to get things done through a man. That you can make a man do things based on a woman. It's a fact.
I don't understand that. You have to explain.
Now, men are attracted to women. Automatically.
Otherwise, there'll be no life.
It's the way it is, right?
That's the way God has made it.
Most of the time, if a woman wants something, a man would do it to get her to give him attention. Because all a man believes is if she can give me attention, I can get her to be mine. Right? So you do anything to get your attention.
So now money is what gets women's attention.
Now, what makes a woman comfortable? You have to be able to make her enjoy being with you.
I'm just shaking my head.
No, I'm asking questions here because I'm with women that I believe know better than the...
Well, sadly, though, let me come in here. Sadly, though, I do know that a lot of young women have their priorities right. And what Tabi has said is very clear. The point is, whatever it is your priorities are, there'll come a time when, if you're not the one providing it for yourself and you're looking externally for it, you're going to get into trouble. Because the external one goes, you're in trouble.
So I'll classify women into two. They're the deep thinkers like Tabia. And then there are those...
And men don't go to them.
Men
are scared of
them. But
men are drawn to
they're drawn to
like this.
women like this.
But, are you telling
me? At the same time, for most men, there's a part of them that wants to explore. They don't explore with people like Tabia.
Because I'm a serious person.
Exactly.
And I'm not looking to people like that either. But
even the serious-minded men also have a side of them that wants to explore.
And they need money to explore.
There are things on Instagram.
And they need money to explore.
The money
helps you explore.
Opens the door. Like, okay, I'm a young man. I'm not rich. I don't have $1 million in my account, right?
This thing.
It is. If you must. I'm not talking about me now. I'm just giving you an example.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, like, I'm just a humble guy. I just finished from school. I have a job. I'm earning $70,000 a month. I really don't have a car, but I put in for a loan, so I have one small, car, Picanto, something small, you get. And I'm trying to woo this girl that is, maybe she's fresh from America, for example, and she's used to a life of, because she just go shopping, she could go do anything.
So?
Now, I can't really afford to even say I want to take you on holiday based on what you're used to, right? Based on what you're used to. I'm not giving you high level, I'm not giving you normal slay queens or slay mamas as they call. I'm talking about people that, exposed, right? That like Louis Vuittons, that know about Gucci and the rest of it. But because the reason, let me answer that. Because the person that will is there.
Okay, if you don't do it,
that's what I mean by the oppression. Somebody else is going to do it, and then you can compete.
What makes you believe that the girl will go that way?
Because she will go that way.
Is it
time?
No,
Come on.
I would say 70% of the time.
Will go that way. So if 70%.
Okay, you know what? Well, that's quite heartbreaking. I mean, 70% will go that way, because I guess probably that's why most marriages are cracking these days. Because even if you went that way, and then that way doesn't continue, the woman will say, I don't want any more. Or the man will get stressed and go away. However, let's find solutions here. From what I hear all of you say, clearly it's materialism that's the problem.
Of course.
Materialism has taken over our society. Yeah. Can we change it? And how?
I believe we can, and I think one major part is education. And I don't mean academic. I feel like there are a lot of illiterates in Nigeria. A lot of illiterates. The percentage of
who went to school?
Yes, and I feel like because they don't know better, they cannot give themselves a guiding principle, like, okay, this is how I should live my life, this is what I want for myself. People tend to follow the next person. So this is how this person is living. Mentality. Exactly. So we need to be able to say, okay, we're going to set principles for ourselves as individuals, as a society. Because Nigeria is, I'm sorry, we don't have principles at the moment. Wow. Everything is allowed.
Anything goes.
Everything is allowed in Nigeria.
Just use traffic as an example.
So we need to find a way. And for me, I always say the way is force. And I know many people will oppose this, but I think that the only way Nigeria can go... I'll take Oshodi as an example. I used to live in Oshodi growing up, and there's Oshodi Saleh. When I was growing up, you throw a stone in Oshodi Saleh and it will hit someone. It can never touch the ground. Now Oshodi Saleh is a place where people pass, you can walk by. I've walked past it in the last couple of years. But Fashola did not do that by saying, oh, people, let's not... They were flogging people to go and stay off the railways.
So we should force people.
I'm sorry to say, but that's the only way Nigeria can get back to where it should be.
Is that not why they are saying our president is too forceful?
It's not. People don't know what they want.
Okay, let's go. We just have 2 minutes. What would you say should be the solution?
Not go too far. Just to also give you some boost on your point. The fact is, when we were under military rule, we were not so reckless.
So you believe force will work?
I'm not trying to advocate for military rule. I'm just saying, when we had a fear of being disciplined, we acted right. When they said you'd be fined for not wearing seatbelts, everybody started wearing seatbelts. It's as simple as that.
So again, that
the consequences must be real.
What do you think, Tabia?
No, I think it's definitely leadership, and it's law and order and structures. The first point I made earlier was saying, how do industries or countries all over the world, how does it work? It's structure. First of all, there's law and order, there's punishment. If you are a known fraudster, everyone around you knows you're not making your money through a business. There's no office, no place you go to that justifies your wealth, and people know about it. If such people cannot be tried, convicted, and whatever, you can't discourage others from going into it because they know you can get away with it.
So clearly, until our leadership shows some level of example, we can't solve this problem.
Until our leadership actually creates equal opportunity for everybody.
Yeah. I'll give you an example, and this is just going back to law and order and punishment when you commit a crime. I was probably 1 or 2 when Buhari was in power as a military dictator, and then I heard about war against indiscipline, where they made people line up. If you didn't line up, they flog you. Imagine me as a 1 or 2 year old child, seeing people line up from then up till I was like 10. It becomes a part of me. Yeah. I start to do it naturally. Or even if my father is stubborn and I see them beat him one day, I don't want them to beat me like that. So I start to, so that's why I'm saying that we need to start to punish people for offenses, and it goes all the way to the top, because we have people at the top who are always committing crimes.
So it's a long journey, because already people are corruption is fighting back at the current government, I know.
Well, but the thing is that I really want to emphasize is people's personal choice, because we can't continue to blame. Yes, there's some bad eggs amongst us who also make it into government, but if each of us takes a conscious decision that in our own little sphere, we are going to behave a certain way, that is how you force the rest of society to behave differently, because we don't exclude people who commit crimes, whether the ones we clap for, on the contrary. So until we start saying, I know you do wrong, I don't want to associate with you, you can't come to my club, you can't come to my party, I don't want to be involved with you, then
park in the right places at these clubs are here.
You take your Toyota, my own Toyota Camry. If not that I'm known, they won't let me park close to the club.
Okay, so but the bottom line is, if you're good at what you do, ultimately you will get recognition. Whether you want to wait for it or you want to get it quickly is where the problem is. Even if we did do personalized, what I take from you, the herd mentality is still there. But we are all leaders in different spheres in our lives. So let's take leadership and try to be examples. Are we agreed on that? Thank you very much. And with hope, with people like you, there's hope for Nigeria.
Especially with people like you.
So thank you for watching Seriously Speaking. We'll see you again next week.